What's up guys, I just finished recording the video that you're about to watch now, and very quickly I just want to say that this is kind of a knockoff of a video Brandon Campbell did about a year ago. I'm going to link it below, and as much as it pains me to say this, his video is probably a little bit better. So if you only have time to watch one, it should probably be his, but I hope you have time to watch both because I put a lot of time into this, so that has to count for something. But his video really did change the way that I look at a lot of different things. So it's all about the wheel, guys. Remember that.
You'll win somehow, so give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
Hey, what's up everyone? This has probably been the most requested video you have asked me to do, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it today, and it's going to be how do you manage going to the gym, eating healthy, and still working a full-time job, or when I was in school full-time, and still, managing relationships and doing everything else that there is to do in life, all of your responsibilities, and how do you manage your time? And I'll start by saying I'm no expert, but I will give you guys some tips that I use, and hopefully it will help some of you out. And I'm gonna try to get through this whole video without using the word prioritize, because I know every time someone does one of these videos, they say you just have to prioritize the things that are important to you. And I think we all know that, but I think that you guys are looking for more than that, and maybe some specific examples. So hopefully I can provide that to you, and I'm gonna break this video down into 3 categories, which I feel are essential. So the first is going to be forward thinking, the second is going to be excelling in the things that you have to do, and the third is going to be don't waste time. So forward thinking is just another way of saying planning ahead, and in my opinion you have to do some type of planning if you want to accomplish a lot in a day. You can't just wake up and look at everything you have to do and just go for it. It just doesn't work out like that, at least from my experience. And I always think that you could solve a problem before it even gets to you, and if you're able to do that, then you're able to solve more problems throughout the day, if that makes any more sense. So you guys probably know I'm very regimented, and some people can't stand it. It drives them crazy. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but I'll just take you guys through a normal day for me. And you guys know I go to the gym early in the morning. So how I make that happen is a lot of planning the night before. So I'll get my lunch ready for the day or the next day. I'll get my breakfast ready. I'll have it all packed and ready to go. I'll also lay out some food for dinner, and whether that means just de-thawing some meat or just grabbing some things from the store the night before, whatever it is, because most of us know that we can really eat whatever we want as long as it fits within our macronutrients. But it's easier if you just have it all ready to go and you don't have to scramble around that night, because it's really the last thing you want to do when you get home. Another thing that I'll do is I'll pack my car up the night before. So I'll put all my work clothes, I'll put my work bag, I got my gym bag in there. Luckily for me, I've got everything locked up in a garage, If you don't, then you might want to rethink that. But it's just one less thing that you have to do in the morning. So that way, when I wake up, I'm all ready to go. I've got my coffee on a timer, so it's already brewed. I just grab it, I pour it in my travel mug. Of course, I put my straw in there. You guys know that. I got my rice cakes ready, and usually back in the day I would eat them in the car, but that was just making too much of a mess. So I do take the minute that it takes to eat my rice cakes, but I bring my apple with me. I eat that in the car, so that way in the morning I don't have to wake up any earlier than I have to. 4:45 is early enough, so I just eat the apple in the car on my way to the gym. And I'm not gonna make this a whole video about why I think you should go to the gym in the morning if you work full time or even if you're in school. But I do think it's a good idea. I realize that some people are just never going to be morning people. But you miss all the traffic, which is great, and you go into an empty gym. You really can't beat it. So it makes getting to the gym a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable, in my opinion. So then you work out, you can send selfies to all your friends and tell them how dedicated you are by showing them how early it is in the morning when you're at the gym. And then, you can leave, you're all done, you can go to work or you can go to school. For me, I eat my breakfast in the car just to save a little bit more time. And then, I beat the traffic again, or at least I cut the traffic. And, it makes some people upset about that, but it's all good. So then you come home, you got some food ready to eat, and then it's dinner time, and you eat and you just do it all over again. And that way when I get home, I've got free time to do anything I want to do, really, whether that be go hang out with my friends or just do anything on the computer. It doesn't matter. Watch TV. It's up to you. The world is yours, guys. I'm just living in it. So that is an approach that I take, but really the whole premise of this is just thinking ahead and making sure that you are in a position to tackle the things that you need to do throughout the day, and that is how I do it. I know a lot of people do go to the gym in the evenings. I don't like that because I feel like you miss out on a lot of things that go on during the evenings. I'm still a young professional. I like networking events and just seeing my friends, things like that. So that's just what works for me, and there's a lot of different examples, but I don't want to make this video too long. So that is going to be number 1. Number 2 is going to be excelling in the things that you have to do, because that is what's going to allow you to do the things that you want to do, aka going to the gym. And I hate to break it to you, but for most of us, going to the gym is never going to be our jobs, it's never going to pay our bills, even though that would be nice. So to illustrate this example, I'm going to give you guys a story from college, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this if you're in college, or hopefully you will be one day. So during finals week, which is, the best week of every semester, of course, the gym is empty for a very good reason, because people are studying. They're more worried about their grades than making gains, hopefully. That should be the case at least. But for me, I was always in the gym on finals week, and trust me, I was much more worried about my grades than most people. But the reason I was able to go to the gym during finals week is because I was very well prepared, and this does have a lot of overlap with number 1, I realize that. But I was ready for finals. I never had to cram for finals. And it's the same thing with like a big test. A lot of people will have to take 3 days off from the gym because they procrastinated, and then this test comes around and they have to just cram for 24, 48 hours straight. Well, if you're just excelling right away, if you're just kicking ass in school, then you're never going to have to worry about missing a gym session, because you're always ahead, you're always doing the things that you should be doing. And that goes for anything. So at work, even if it's not really a busy time at work, you can always work ahead to get ready for that busy time. So I'm an accountant, and year end is always going to be the busy time. So rather than just sitting there 2 weeks before twiddling my thumbs or just saying, oh, it's the calm before the storm, well, don't let it be a calm before the storm. Get things planned out, maybe build your reports. You can't really run them yet until your final numbers come in, but at least you can have it all built and you don't have to mess with it when year end comes. So I know this is kind of specific to me, but you can apply this to any profession that you're in. So that is going to be my second tip. And number 3, haters trying to get at me. Come on. Don't waste time. And this is a big one for everyone, especially my generation. And trust me guys, I'm guilty of this as well. But you know what? The biggest time killer is this. Put this damn thing down. I swear, I get so mad at myself sometimes. It'll be before lunch, and I'll have checked my Instagram like 3 times. I'm like, oh, well, what if I miss? You don't miss anything. Guess what? If you check your Instagram 5 hours from now, you're gonna see the exact same pictures that you see 1 minute from now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna miss anything. They're still gonna be there. This thing is, it's such a gift and a curse, right, guys? Because I love it, trust me, just as much as you guys do. But I see so many people say, I just don't have time to do this, and this, but they spend like 3 hours on Facebook. First off, Facebook sucks anyway. There's nothing good on there. It's just people being negative and complaining about their lives. I don't know why anyone uses it. So that's just my little rant on wasting time. And I know that this is an easy one, but come on guys. There's a lot of different things people waste time on. For me, video games are the biggest waste of time, because there's nothing productive about video games, but I get that it's just leisure for some people, and some people like that type of stuff. TV, kind of the same thing, but even I get sucked into it sometimes. So that's gonna be number 3. Make an effort to just minimize the time wasted. And I don't want to, give you bad advice or be a bad role model, but I sit in traffic a lot. So what I try to do is save all of that phone stuff for when I'm in traffic. Don't text and drive, because that is so stupid. I see you people out there doing it. I want to slap all of you. But when I'm in traffic just sitting there, I'll check my Instagram, I'll check my personal email, and try to get all that stuff done. And like I said, I'm still bad about it, guys. I need to improve on it myself. But that is number 3. And that's pretty much it, guys. So forward thinking, excel in what you have to do, and don't waste time. I think if you follow those 3 things, you're gonna be fine. And I know as life goes on and you get more obligations and there's more put on your plate, it's stressful. There's gonna be a lot of anxiety involved. A lot of times you're gonna feel overwhelmed, and trust me, I feel that too. But just to end this video, I'm gonna end it with another story from college. And when I was an undergrad, my last quarter, I was trying to graduate early, so I took as many classes as they let me take to finish up, and I also picked up a lot more hours at work because I was trying to save up for graduate school. So I was looking at everything I had going on, and I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna get through this quarter. But guess what? I did. I made it through. And think about every stressful situation in your life. I guarantee you got really overwhelmed. You looked at it and you're like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it. But guess what? You did it. I guarantee you did it. And that's the thing. We always get through it. We always find a way. So try not to stress about it too much. And that's gonna be the end of the video. So please, if this video helped you out in any way, please like it. I would really appreciate it. And also give me a nice gauge of if you guys like these type of videos. So I would appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys all in the next video.